Welcome to the show, the very amazing Nicholas Sparks and Tom Welling. Woo! Get involved. It's a party. I saw the choice. Obviously, I had to because I got to interview you about it. Your character Ryan absolutely gets his heart shat on in this movie, but you just play it off really well. How did and I was thinking back on most of your movies I've seen. How do you make cheating look cool?
Well, I'm going to steal a line from Nicholas that he said earlier today, which is, you don't really ever want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you. And my character is able to move on with his life in his way, and it becomes a very enriched, happy life as a result. And, we wanted to make this a choice that was very difficult for Teresa's character to make because she would be with a great guy. And so, life happens and you got to move on.
It didn't look like that much of a hard choice, and I think that's what I've been cheated on. And you went out of town for work, and then the next day she was like, "Yo, it's boat time and it's dinner cooking." I was like, "Maybe take a breather, your man." The car is still reversing out of the
headlights
house.
are still there.
She's just like, "It's a hard choice." I'm like, "He just left for work. What are you doing?" And then the whole time I was watching it, I was like, bitch. But then I got into the spirit of it.
It wins you over eventually.
Eventually
it really
it
does.
Yeah.
My sister, who I watched it with, she was like, "Rah, rah." And then 20 minutes later, she's going, "Well, yeah, I can feel that. I can see what she's doing, yeah."
I can see what they're doing. You knocked him out in the movie. I don't want to give too much away. But I nearly put a dude in a coma. I wasn't like, well, the best fella won. So you did well. A lot of my emotional issues are coming out right now.
Yeah,
You're a great writer. I'm not saying you didn't do a good job.
There you go.
You've sold a book or two in your time. Keep it up. This interview isn't going how I thought it was going to go. When you're writing a book and you're trying to find that connection, do you ever think a whole bunch of boyfriends are going to have to sit and watch this thing?
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, you never seem to put a robot or a zombie into that. And I think that's kind of selfish in a way.
I've heard that, right?
You're just totally about romance.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I will. I do know. I'll tell you, my 14-year-old daughter, and I've heard it from readers, I've heard it from viewers, say, you have ruined men for me forever, right?
Yeah.
Even my daughters tell me this. You've ruined men for me. And I just say, there are good guys out there, and there are. I mean, Ben, he's got his flaws, and all right, she Teresa in this film, she's willing to overlook them, right? It's a guy who has no desire for commitment until he does, and is that a permanent state? How is that going to work?
Yeah.
I think that's. I tried to just make films that feel very real.
Anything you want to say to the people of Australia if you were going to sell the choice to boyfriends to take their lady?
Support Teresa. Come see this film.
Yeah, I would say come and see the film. Perhaps later in the evening you'll know why you did.
Why? I'm joking. Thanks very much for your time. Is that it? Great.